Hello Nakamas, here Azerama. In this video I'm going to tell you one of the techniques that I use to cut my model in pieces in order to print it. First of all, I want to apologize for my bad English because it's not my mother language and you can expect a lot of grammar errors and also bad pronunciation. So I hope you can understand it and forgive me for that. Okay, let's start. We are going to work with this piece over here is the energy of Kaisa's wings. And this girl over here. Here is how it's said, how you see it in ZBrush. So I'm going to omit some of the shortcuts that I press because this tutorial is for people who are already use ZBrush. If you want a second tutorial, you can tell me and explain a little bit more basics. So let's start. I'm going to Ctrl Shift click this piece, Ctrl Shift F. I'm going to use this one as example with, well, here is the model showing the pieces. We have two pieces on the energy. We want to make another one. This model was prepared for a 1/7 scale and it was printed pretty well. So we are going to do this a little tutorial if someone wants to learn how to cut it. So I'm going to isolate this piece and then I'm going to clone and delete hidden. You don't need to do this every time you are going to cut a piece, but in this case I want to focus only in this and don't be distracted by the other model parts. So I'm going to split by groups. Okay, now we have two subtools and we want a third one. Is not the most better way, or is not recommendable use this on decimated pieces. So I'm going to Dynamesh it first. Yeah, Dynamesh. This model will be available for free in our Discord community on the channel freebies if you want to download it and practice with it. And also my UI if you like it and want to use it, yeah, it will be there too. I'm going to use one brush that I made. This one is a really simple key brush, but if you want it, will be on freebies in our Discord community. Okay, let's continue. I will forget this piece. I just want to show you that we want something like this with a clean cut and two keys in order they can connect with these sockets. And as you can see, we have a hole inside our model. This was prepared for a cable over here and put a light inside. So we need to preserve this hole. Sometimes you can create polygroups, masking with Ctrl and drag and then pressing Ctrl V, and you have two polygroups. I'm going to duplicate it. You don't need to do this. I'm just explaining it. Let's duplicate, then Ctrl Shift click, delete hidden or split hidden, and then Dynamesh. But we have some troubles here in our hole. Well, or models hole, not mine, don't bother. And you can use this or bottom here, close holes, but we will have the same problem. So we don't want to be constipated. That joke. So we are going to use another technique. So delete, and let's append a cube. Append a little cube. Let's turn off solo. Let's turn off polygroups. We don't need this polygroup, so I will press Ctrl V. So we have only one polygroup. I turn it off wireframe. I activate my cube subtool, pressing V and scale it. We are going to watch it in the top view and move it a little bit. I want this cube has almost the same orientation that our energy has. There's it. We don't want this kind of pieces floating, so I'm going to move it. Now it's all covered, and I'm going to activate the second option. Press here Live Boolean, turn off polyframe, and we have our clean cut, and we are preserving our, well, the model's hole, this little tube inside of the model. So if you are following these instructions and it's not working, maybe you have solo activated, or maybe is one of these two eyes turned off. So check that both eyes are turned on and solo is not activated. Now we are going to click on Boolean and click on Make Boolean Mesh. Give it a few seconds. There is it. Now we have another tool. There is it. We have another tool with our new piece. So let's append it where we have it. Here in the cube. Okay, append our new piece, and delete our cube. Delete it. Okay. I'm going to give it color so we can identify them better or easier. So color, select one, and fill object. I'm going to activate solo, and with my up arrow, we have one original piece, two original pieces, and a third new one. Okay. But still, we need to cut this top part. So I'm going to make another boolean. I'm going to duplicate it, give it another color, maybe kind of purple or pinkish, fill object. And at this time is a good time to add our keys. So I'm going to use this brush, just click and drag. Maybe it's too big. I think a little bit smaller. There is it. Now pressing V and pressing and hold Control, I'm going to drag from this arrow to duplicate my key. I'm going to position it over here. Maybe 3 will be the best, but for this example I will leave only 2. Okay, turn off poly paint, and turn on polyframe, auto group, and I'm going to mask our original piece and put it a little bit inside these two keys. Okay, I will leave it there to keep this video short, and it's not too short, I'm sorry. I will try to make it shorter in the next time. Well, whatever, let's continue. We have our piece. I'm going to delete this one because it not has keys, and I'm going to Dynamesh it. Click on Dynamesh. It's okay if you have a little bit of this on the sides. It's too little, so we will have no problems when we print it out. So duplicate, give it another color, put it up there, and if we use Boolean, like Boolean, having only these two pieces, we are going to have something like this. It's not good, it's not okay. We need to inflate it a little bit. I'm going to inflate it by 10. There is it. And now we are going to have this new piece, this new third piece, and make Boolean mesh. Okay. We have the third piece in another tool. So I'm going to delete this one because, let me show you, this one, it has no cuts. So delete it, delete, and this one also I'm going to delete it and append the new one. Now we have three pieces. If we activate solo, we can see the three pieces. So I hope I helped a little bit with this technique. If you have any question, if you want another tutorial or short tutorial, please let me know. Any feedback is very welcome. And see you next time. Goodbye.